The Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit was the host of round 3 of the 2021 944 Challenge season. Fast, flowing corners make this track a favourite among many drivers, and unpredictable weather conditions bring new challenges with every visit. A bumper field of 24 cars took to the track, with reigning champion Cameron Bella qualifying on pole for race 1. It was a clean start for the number 1 car, while Andrew Jones stalled down the pack.
Cameron Bella, Jamie Westway knows that he cannot let the car number 1 get away.
The returning Lyndon Watson was in a big rush to get back to the front of the pack, and Adam Brewer was keen to go along for the ride. Jamie Westaway looked to reclaim the championship lead he lost at Winton, but Bella made him work for it.
Speed side by side. Look at that, Bella down to the inside, the number 1 just
Watson tried an opportunistic move on Richard Howe, and the number 5 was lucky not to collect any oncoming traffic in the aftermath. Back at the front, Bella gave Westaway a taste of his own medicine.
Cam Bella's just done a replica of what Jamie Westaway did to him last lap and gone around the outside of turn 1.
Andy Tudor battled with John Venoris and Jim Mitchell for 18th and valuable points. Westaway was caught out by greasy tarmac off the racing line, and Bella took full advantage, but not for long.
You don't want to lead coming out of the last corner. You want to be
absolutely.
10th and get the slingshot.
John Kennedy was running strongly in 3rd until his engine gave out, while Peter Doherty looked to make a move on Clayton Sinclair in the dying laps. But back at the front, Westaway kept Bella in his rearview mirror to win race 1 and retake the championship lead. Mark Torbitz took 3rd by the barest of margins, and Peter James had a fantastic race, starting from 21st and finishing 10th, while newcomer Jack Atley crossed the line in 20th.
It's great to be here. It's a fantastic category. I know I'm coming in against a lot of pretty established drivers who've been in the game for quite some time, so I'm going to sit back a bit. I think watch, find the feet. I'm in a great team. The car's fantastic, and it's awesome to be a part of a brilliant category. We had a great run up at Winton, but slightly different conditions. It was beautiful, sunny. Here's been pretty tricky conditions all weekend. You're coming into wet and dry and everything, and she's pretty intimidating at the best of times, this place, but we're getting there. We'll build up the pace and keeping the car nice and straight.
Cameron Bella got the jump again in race 2, but all the action was about to unfold at the start line.
Tony Westaway flying along a 3rd. Oh, we've had a big tangle on the front straight. Andrew Jackman has 3 wheels on his wagon. There's been a collision here. Marius Katrina is stranded on the grid as well. Peter Doherty is taken to the grass. That is a huge incident to start the race.
The safety car boards and yellow flags were out, but Jamie Westaway was among a number of drivers who didn't see them. The confusion came to a head as the field bunched up in turn 3.
But that is not what you want to be seeing under full course yellow conditions.
The race went green with 1 lap to go, and the mad rush to the finish was on.
A virtual club sprint. Now we're talking grassroots of the Porsche pyramid, aren't we?
And he just could not get through. Oh, Josh Brisbane around the outside of Manny Metsasama.
Manny Metsasama hit trouble and lost ground to Josh Brisbane and John Kennedy.
Checkered flag, we've got an early finish. Jamie Westaway has won in front
But while the number 28 was first across the line, the result didn't stand, and Bella was awarded the win after Jamie Westaway was among 9 drivers who were penalised for overtaking under yellow flag conditions. Tony Westaway was 3rd for round sponsor Westbon Management.
Westbon Management is a commercial property management group. We look after, obviously, commercial properties. We do the property management. And we've moved a little bit recently more into sales. So we're actually transacting a lot of our clients' properties at the moment because it's a very good time for them to divest those properties. I've been doing the 944s for quite a few years. I just felt it was great exposure for what we're actually doing. We've got a great bunch of guys, and now we're starting to get a bit more coverage and things like that. So, and there's a lot of people here at the racing, so we think it's a great opportunity to actually do some sponsorship for the series.
Lyndon Watson was back in the car for the first time since 2019.
The qualifying wasn't too good with the weather, but managed to have a good couple of laps in the first race until I came together with one of the other cars and had a spin at turn 1. But was able to get back out there for race 2. It's been 2 years since it's been out, and I'm really, really happy with getting it out of the garage and back on the track. Yeah, got to try and get to pretty much most of the rounds for the rest of the season. Happy to get out of the COVID lockdown and back on the track for a bit of fun.
Cameron Bella inherited pole position for race 3, but it didn't last long.
And we are underway. Oh, Cameron Bella's had a shocking start. Jamie Westaway gets a great launch, but Bella has bogged it down big time. And he's falling right back down the order. He's in front of Tony Andrzejewski all the way back into the midfield.
Jamie Westaway got to work gapping the rest of the field, while John Kennedy was on the hunt for a podium place.
Have a look at Mark Torbett. They're doing it for Westbon Management here this weekend, the 944s.
Bella wasted no time clawing his way back, making a great move around the outside of Clayton Sinclair.
And there's Bella fighting back from what was his worst start of his driving career, I would have to say.
It wasn't long before the front runners were back inside.
Into MG, he's got a nice tidy inside line. He'll get that pass done. Cameron Bella is up into 4th.
Lyndon Watson was flying after his misfortune in the first 2 races, and Richard Howe wasn't about to give up his place to Bella without a fight.
Richard Howe wants that spot back from Cameron Bella, and he's almost got it. They're side by side. I wouldn't be shocked if Cam can hold on. Gets 2 wheels in the curb. No, he can't make it stick.
Joshua Brisbane was in great form in only his 3rd 944 event.
Right behind the 3rd place getter from the last race, Tony Westaway.
It was heartbreak for Kennedy again, who dropped out of 2nd place with more engine issues. A great battle was kicking off in the midfield, with Tim Wolfe going around the outside of Sinclair and MG in a move that lasted all the way down the main straight.
But, now these two side by side, just about rubbed flared cars. They do.
Michael Westaway and Tony Andrzejewski were more than happy to get involved into turn 3.
Well, they're ducking and weaving. This is like a Moto3 race at this point.
It wasn't long before Bella was back into P2, but 2nd was all he could manage as Jamie Westaway stormed home to victory with a 5-second margin, winning the round overall and retaking the lead of the championship. Mark Torbets ended 3rd, with Richard Howe narrowly holding off Lyndon Watson for 4th. At the end of the Phillip Island weekend, Jamie Westaway led the championship by just 2 points over reigning champion Cameron Bella.
It was a challenging round, a lot of mixed conditions with the rain. You never really knew what setup to run with. Yeah, it was fantastic fun, very cold out there, but yeah, luckily after race 2, I only received a 1-place penalty because my view was obstructed to the flag. Yeah, I'm stoked. Very happy to come away with 2 wins and I think championship lead as well.
Yeah, it was a good event for the series. We had a huge entry of 24, which is the most we've seen for a number of years. So it's been great. Thanks to all the competitors and everyone for coming out and making the effort to be here despite the ordinary weather conditions that we had on Friday and also yesterday. We were lucky to manage to avoid the wet weather in all 3 of our races, so yeah, really happy about that. Unfortunately, we had some issues in race 2 where there was a stalled car on the grid that got clipped, and the resultant safety car caused some dramas in turn 4 with a few cars that saw it and a bunch that didn't. So there were some penalties for the last race as a result of that. A little bit of damage for a couple of cars, but nothing that can't be fixed up. Westbon Management was our round sponsor, so huge thanks to them for coming on board for the series and for this round especially. As well as Smith's T&P, Bayside Commercial Real Estate, Hire Depot, Poolmaster Bayside, Seat Time Race Simulations, Advanced Fitness, AVI Technologies, also Porsche Cars Australia, as well as Race Fuels, Yokohama and Traction Tyres.
Follow the 944 Challenge on Facebook and Instagram, or check out the website at 944challenge.com for all the info as soon as we can get cars back on track again. Thanks for all your continued support, and we hope to see you trackside again soon.